Hey lads, welcome to a quick guide to show you how to handle the new Afflicted Affix in M+ this week. I'm going to start with a weak aura that you can use to show you when the Afflicted Affix spawns, and it will also make a sound, which is by the way customizable and you can change it to whatever you'd like. The link to this weak aura is in the description of this video. You can type /WA to open the weak aura menu, then find it in the list, it's called Afflicted, and go to the Actions tab. Here you're going to see a drop-down menu below the play sound checkbox, which should be ticked by the way, and here you can select the sound that you want to hear. So of course those are just some of the options that I'm using. Feel free to select whatever works for you, and there's also a bar that you can move and it will pop up whenever the Afflicted spawn and show you how much time you have to dispel them. Next, you want to select the dispel in your talent tree that will help you to get rid of the afflicted souls. For Shaman, that's going to be Improved Purified Spirit, which removes curses, and if you're other class, you're looking for Poison or Disease dispels. The regular magic dispel does not work on the afflicted, so keep that in mind. So the next thing you want to do, go into the dungeon, when you hear the sound, target the afflicted soul and dispel. As you can see, two of them can spawn at the same time, but in this case the first one was dispelled probably by my red paladin friend. So all I had to do is target the second one and dispel that, both of them are gone and you're done. So that is the first big takeaway. There are many classes that will actually help you dispel if they take their relevant talents. And even if both of you dispel the same target, only one of the dispels will go on cooldown, and whoever's didn't can dispel the second target. You also have a second option. If you do not want to dispel, you can heal those up to full. In this scenario, you can see that I'm dispelling the first one, and then I'm just using the second one to spread my chain heals. This of course is much less effective, but if you don't have a second dispel, this is the way to go. You also probably noticed that those nameplates look a little bit weird. This is intentional because Blizzard coded those mobs in a way that will not allow you to display them on your party frames, no matter what you're using, Voodoo, Healbot, or the default Blizzard UI. That makes it a bit challenging because you have to specifically target the mob that you want to dispel or heal, and if you're like me and you don't have your healing spells on your bars, but you have them binded on your mouse or on your clicks instead, healing the afflicted could be quite challenging. So I present you with a macro that will allow you to use one bar slot to have a damaging spell and a healing spell at the same time. If your target is friendly, it's going to cast the healing spell. If your target is hostile, it's going to cast the damaging spell instead. This specific example is working with Lava Burst and Healing Surge respectively, but you can just change the name of the spells and it's going to work with every spell for every class. And you can also find this macro in the description of this video. And last but not least, let's mention one Shaman spell which is going to trivialize that Affix. If you pick Poison Cleansing Totem and you drop it down, it will deal with both afflicted adds if there is spawn too, of course. Over here, you can see that one is spawning, and I'm dropping the totem down even before the sound of the weak aura is on. And as you can see, the soul is instantly dispelled as soon as it comes on. As mentioned before, it will deal with both of the souls at the same time if you have them up. But keep in mind that you cannot use the Poison Cleansing Totem for every set of afflicted spawns. Even if you run the talents that reduce the cooldown of the Poison Cleansing Totem, it is still going to be 39 seconds and the afflicted souls spawn every 30 seconds. So basically you can use the totem for every other set of spawns. And what I would also suggest is that if you see a single soul spawning and your totem is not on cooldown, you can still dispel it with the Purified Spirit and keep the totem for the next set where you potentially could have two spawn at the same time. Let me also mention that that totem is accessible by both Elemental and Enhancement Shamans as well, so that makes this class actually quite desirable for this specific affixes. And let me also mention that I played in a queue with two Shamans, we both had the totem, so if you alternate dropping it one after the other, you will never have to deal with this affix at all. So hopefully this makes dealing with the afflicted much easier for you. I also have a video talking about my first impressions from the afflicted. Feel free to check that one as well and let me know what you think about this affix in the comments below. Good luck in your keys, happy dispelling, or happy poison cleansing toteming. I guess that's a verb now, and I'll see you in the next video.